Hello, my loves. Good morning, or actually afternoon. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, having a good weekend. I want to tell you a very small secret. It's a very simple thing to do, but it has a lot of profound um, consequences, good consequences. I'm going to also admit I do not always do this well. Sometimes I struggle with this, either because I don't want to do it because I'm in a bad mood or because I just forget. But I heard this years ago, and I'm going to be honest. When I first heard this, I hated it. I thought it was really stupid. It drove me crazy. I did not like it. It just bothered me to no end. But I have to admit, also over the years, as I have tried to do this, I'm amazed at how much better my life is. And when I remember to do this, I am a happier, more productive, more self actualized, fulfilled person than when I don't remember to do it. So here's what it is. It's very simple. I try to remove I have to from my vocabulary. I've tried to replace it with I choose to. And now, this can seem like I get it. Like sometimes there really are things we have to do. Right? You have to pay taxes. You have to go to work. You have to pay the water bill. You have right all these things. But instead of just seeing this as an endless series of obligations that kind of put us out, that require us to do something, it's a lot more empowering to say, you know what, I choose to do this. I choose to go to work because I feel like what I do is important. I also want to earn a living. The, I like the things that a job provides. And so it's not that I have to, it's that I choose to. Now, every choice has requirements. Okay, so I chose to get married to my wife, and I've chosen to stay married, as has she, and that's required us. There's work, a lot of work we've had to do, a lot of hard stuff we've had to go through, but we didn't have to. It's the fact that we chose to get married and chose to stay married that required us then to put in a lot of effort. I think you get the point, right? I don't like to pay my taxes, but I do like having the ability to call the police or fire departments if I need it. Um, I like having roads that are reasonably well maintained, all those sorts of things. Um, I the other thing you can think about it is when something is difficult, if you can't get yourself to say I choose to do this, say I'm investing in. So right now, I am investing in this relationship. I'm doing something difficult. I'm investing in it, or I am investing in my future health by exercising. I'm investing in, you know, I'm investing in going to this extra workshop because I'm investing in my career. You get the point. Once we move from I have to I choose to, and when we acknowledge difficult things as investments in some greater good, it just changes the dynamic. It changes the energy, and it makes us less just sort of hapless little puppets who are, or little, you know, things blown along by the winds of life, and it makes us like people who choose, agents who choose to do something, and that brings power. It also brings peace. Um, and it really also the other thing is sometimes when I do this, I'm like, well, you know what, I really don't want to do this anymore. And then there's times I'm like, I'm actually going to choose not to do this. um, and so clarifying that everything is a choice sometimes helps you realize that you need to acknowledge that this is just something you've chosen, or sometimes it's like, you know what, I don't choose this anymore, I think I'm going to stop. But you do that having understood all of the um, all the components and elements of that decision. You think carefully about what the consequences are being. You may just decide that it's not worth it to you. So, at any rate, I hope that makes sense. But choices and investments instead of feeling compelled and forced to do things. It's a much more empowering, happy way to live, and I do want you to be happy. Love your internet group.